Mawson, current GP3 driver. We're here at the third round of the SP Tools Australian Kart Championship. Welcome home, Joey.
Thank you. It's great to be back in Oz.
And now you're very familiar with this track. You've had some great successes over the years. You won two pretty big races here. Tell us, what was your memories of racing karts and of Newcastle specifically?
No, I had a really good go-karting memory, and Newcastle was always a good track for me. I remember it as being a difficult circuit, very much a driver's circuit and a very abrasive surface. I look back on my karting career and there's a lot of good moments that I shared with a lot of great people that have been the steps in my career. We achieved a lot of great success, and we shared a great rivalry with Pierce Lahane at the time, and I was really thankful now that we're able to push each other to such a high level. It's been a really good journey so far, and I look back at some of the photos these days and just have really good reflections on all those years.
So tell us, there's a lot of kids here and they all want to go overseas, they all want to race Formula One. Tell us, what are some of the steps that you did from karting to get to where you are now, and what were some of the vital things that you did for some of these kids to learn from, how to get to there?
Yep. I believe it's a good step to race in Europe in karting already, to learn the European mentality and also the European scene. So that's what I did. I did the Under-18s World Championship in 2012. And then I was fortunate enough to get a factory drive with Top Kart in 2013, and really learnt the hard way initially. But that really gave me the springboard to be able to stay in Europe and then progress the cars. It's not easy over there, but I think regardless of what happens, it's always a good experience that you'll take on board for life and for your rest of your racing career.
Now, like you said, you actually had to move out of home. Now, my memory of you is you were a bit of a mama's boy.
Yep.
How hard was it to move out? Like, it's obviously going to be hard for any kid to move out of home. You did the big, I'm moving out of home and moving to Europe. What did you do? Like, how did you get through those early years? Like, you say it was tough, but what did you do to get through it?
It's a big wake-up call, of course. Suddenly you have to cook for yourself, you have to do your own laundry. You can't be... you just get forced to do it. And I do remember before I left on the plane, my mum didn't believe I could do all that stuff, so she kind of just said, good luck, I hope you last. I was very spoiled as a kid. My mum did a lot of things, but thankfully I was up to the job when I had to do it. And I managed to look after myself when I was there, particularly when I was in France. That was the first time living on my own when I was 17.
Would you say there's a traditional step now of going from karts to cars? Is there any physical point that they should go, okay, this is what I should do, or this is what I should focus on? Obviously everyone focuses just on the racing, but are there other things that they need to do to help them? At the young age, is there things now that you look back on and you think, well, if I had done that, it might have been a little bit easier for me?
Yeah, I think it's important to learn about the basics of cars, mechanical and aero grip before you jump into it. I think ideally if I had my chance over again, I would have been testing in a car the year before I made the move to cars. I'd already have that time to prepare and to think about how to make the next step. And of course, Formula 4 is a category to move up to in the new generation of today. So I think, ideally, it's good to be able to have some days in a car to be able to learn it all before you make the jump the following year.
That Shane Piper, he was very instrumental in your karting career. I understand he's still a bit of a mentor for you. How instrumental is having that attachment to somebody who understands how hard it is and what it is to do? What is someone like Shane able to offer some of these other kids?
Shane taught me a lot of lessons in life and also in racing, so he was a big mentor to me. And, I think he was very instrumental in my career because of the fact that he was able to get me to that next level, which then gave me the opportunity to move to cars. His advice was always really good, and just his philosophy and the way he goes about things, and the psychological side he's really good at, which was a big thing for me mainly. That's what helped me to make that next jump.
Definitely. Now, I think it's 3 weeks until your next race?
Yes.
Where's your next race? Your first one was in Barcelona. I love hearing all the exotic places that you get to race at now. So where's the next race for you?
The next race for us will be at Paul Ricard, so that's the south of France. It's not too bad of a location, I must say.
Yeah, nice. Well, good luck. We're all rooting for you. We're all cheering you on, and we hope that you go on to some big things. Good luck, Joseph.
Thank you very much, Lorraine. Cheers.